Welcome back to the channel. In this video today, I'm going to answer the question, do you need eye tracking with your VR headset? Now the great thing about eye-tracked foveated rendering, when it works correctly, is it only shows the sharp area where you gaze, which gives your GPU a lot more headroom. As you can see here, I just switched it on before and we was getting 60 frames per second. I've now switched it off and used fixed foveated rendering, which is available with the Pimax Crystal Light. Now with MSFS, it does not have native eye-tracked foveated rendering support, so we have to rely on the OpenXR toolkit. That means we're only getting roughly around 3 to 4 frames per second more with eye tracking. And that is if I change the area of focus or pattern to be very narrow. Although the trouble is, the way that this works with the OpenXR toolkit, since it's a layer and not integrated within the sim, you do notice some fuzziness in the sort of, again, peripheral vision. So it's not really working that well. And I don't wish to sound ungrateful when I say that, because Matt has worked really hard and I still think it's a fantastic tool for MSFS. However, as you can see here, it's not worth it. It really isn't. It doesn't really make that much difference. And most of the time, I just stick with foveated rendering. I'm now going to do it again. So at the moment, we're getting about 45-ish, 46, 47 frames per second. Sat on the ground at Humberside with very heavy weather in the beautiful Tomahawk. And let's just see that again. So at the moment, we're using eye tracking, which is giving us around 60 frames per second looking down. If I'm looking forward, I'm around 47, 48 frames per second. Now if I switch that off, so I come down here, turn eye tracking off, then of course the pattern needs to be changed as well to balanced or wide. I prefer it on wide personally, otherwise you can see it. And here we are, we're getting around 57 frames per second, even 58. So really you're looking at around between 3 and 4 frames per second depending on the situation. So in answer to your question, if you're getting a Pimax Light, specifically to use for MSFS 2020, then rest assured you're not missing out. I don't know what the future holds and whether Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is going to introduce dynamic foveated rendering. I just don't know, guys. I really don't. But I'm guessing probably not. Now here's the thing. For DCS world pilots, the situation is completely different. The reason is DCS World has eye tracking compatibility and it has native foveated rendering support. You can get well up to 100% improvement in performance, and I've also shown this in various videos which I'll link in the description below. If you do love DCS World and you love VR and high resolution, then I would highly recommend that you go for a headset with eye tracking such as the Vario Aero, standard Pimax Crystal, or Somnium VR1, or even the XR4. But I'll just finish by saying that even if you do love playing DCS World and you want a Pimax Crystal Light, you can still scale it very, very well. I've said before many times that with the OpenXR toolkit, or even without it, you can scale up from a low resolution like the 2160 by 2160 of the Riva G2, that is going to be a feature of the Pimax Crystal Light, or you can just back off the resolution to around 75%. It will still perform really well. And overall, I do feel DCS World is better optimized these days using OpenXR than MSFS. I still feel that it's an incredible deal if you think about the fact you're getting a 35 ppd glass lens with aspheric lenses and QLED technology. It's just incredible to think that you can have that type of experience without having base stations for well under £1,000 now. Anyway folks, I hope that video has been useful. If you're looking at getting a Crystal, whether it's the standard or the super even, or the Pimax Crystal Light, I do have an affiliate link in the description below. It has gone a bit crazy, so thank you to everybody who has used that link and supported the channel. It really means a lot. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching as always. Please feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.